Better not get on the wrong side of her.
Uh-huh. The cook.
Isolde sends you a message. She said to tell you that Hjöldurlin gave her a unicorn head.
She's gone too far. You're a cook, aren't you? Take that salt over there and ruin her lunch.
I won't bother you any longer.
Then let it be.
A bag of salt. The salt makes the snowman melt. Now that's what I call a real Viking helmet.
Bless my hammer! You almost look like a true Viking!
What's so funny about that?
Priceless! You're a funny little fellow, Egyptian.
But I did everything right, didn't I? And I'm sure I look extremely manly.
I know you're a man. I just wanted to pull your leg. All the mates are out on a raid. The only things I see all day are women. So I wanted to turn you out as a right snappy drinking chum.
Just great. Once again, I'm a pawn in the hands of the gods.
Don't be silly. You've earned my sincere respect, little Egyptian. Let's down some of my best brew and talk about your adventures. Maybe I can help you a bit. Go on. Have some. Bless my
What's so
bright?
But I
All the so I want.
just
Don't be. Let's. Maybe I go on.
Wow, that's potent stuff.
You said you'd come from the Sacred Hotel.
Did I say that? I must be a bit tipsy already.
You know, I used to work there too. I was a young god and had a job helping out with the props they used for the graduation party shows.
Props? Sacred Hotel. Something rings a bell. Or is it just my head ringing? That's more likely.
A friendly Egyptian god invited me to go drinking at the time. What was his name again? Fred Schmeth?
Seth! Seth must have bought those rounds.
Yes, that was him. Nice fellow. Got me quite drunk. That was fun. The only thing was, after knocking them back all night, I couldn't find the key to the prop room anymore.
Asil, stop guzzling and listen to the good man. He's telling us that Seth stole his key to the prop room back there.
What? I've never looked at it from that angle. Such a nice chap. Can't imagine it for the life of me. Anyway, that cost me my job. Well, it was only for the holidays. Oddly enough, the key turned up again. In my gear, a few days later. I never did get around to handing it back, though. Just wasn't in the neighborhood much anymore, you know?
Asil, Thor has the missing key to the prop room. The key that presumably might prove that Seth deliberately sawed Osiris to pieces. And that I was banished in spite of my innocence.
Sawed to pieces. That's pretty much how my head feels like right now, too. I really wouldn't mind getting some sleep.
Don't you dare.
You know what? I'll just give you the key. And you can take it back to square things up there.
Yes, give us the key.
Yes?
Yes!
Yes.
Let's drink to that. For Old Lang Syne. And I'll show you the way back to the hotel, too.
Oh no! I'm surrounded by water! That's awful! Water as far as the eye can see. Water everywhere. Oops! What came down there? The little crab has found a cozy little home. Ho to my rescuer with the golden hair. It's not as bad as a death curse, but... Send somebody to my rescue. Or at least send a cold beer. Yours sincerely, Asil, Adventurer Prince of Hearts. I have nothing but horrible memories of that boat. A firebug, are we? No, we are not torching this building. I ought to stow the message safely first. Maybe I should light the fuse first. What the blazes?
You really tickle my funny bone, little man.
Oh my, what a crazy dream.
That potent drop was a bit too much for you, was it? I'll treat you to some traveler's sand so you can return to the hotel. Off you go. Wasn't there something else you had to do?
Hurry up, slow coach. The battle's going to start without us. Get a move on, wearer.
Well then, lady and gentlemen gods, we're all set. Your task, you've got to convince as many human beings as possible to believe in you. Whoever has the most believers by the end of the day shall become Egypt's next ruler. Special rules and the supplementary small print can be found in the sacred game rules. Now, as for our status to start with, Seth leads with 7,814 sworn believers. At the other end of this list, we have the Ankh with, one believer, namely Asil.
Jumpin' Jiminy! Only one? What a faithless lot! Asil, we have our work cut out for us.
What? That's the status we're starting out with, but that's totally unfair.
My victory is assured.
And the pitch for the match this millennium is Luxor!
Now who would have thought that?
May the battle begin!
Come on, Asil. We've got to get to Luxor. Hurry! Move! Move!
I ought to take a good look at the game rules.
Mighty gods, prepare for the battle. The end of the world is nigh. Days will be dark, and the night will be shining as fire rains from the